Hey, hello again. This second part is going to be substantially longer than the first part. These are all the new words for this week, so if you want to pause it here and write them down, feel free to do that. I thought it made it easy, might make it easier for the rest of you guys if you only had one screen you had to freeze instead of a whole bunch of them. And then I'll go over them. So these two are new verbs. This is amar. Aleph, Mem, Resh, and it means to say. And if you're using it as a woman, Ra, you put the hey on the end, and you still have that two-syllable change thing. This is a stop, a shva, Ra. You might hear a hint of a sound there, but think of it mostly as a stop. Ra, Amar. He said, she said. Sounds like a court, right? Okay, here's another word that is, you might think you confuse it, but we won't confuse it in English, and just think of it the same way in Hebrew. Davar, that means to speak. To say and to speak sounds the same thing. You might think, but if we're talking about somebody we had a conversation with, we'd say, oh, I spoke to her yesterday on the phone. And that we'd use speak. But if we said, oh, I told her all about that and she was so surprised, that would be I said. So you could go either way. I mean, you can tell the difference. Just translate that same difference into Hebrew. So Amar and Amra is he said, she said. Davar is he spoke. Davra is she spoke. And this, if you come right down here, it's Dalet, Vet, Resh, Ha, but they have a Holam Vav here. You could do it without the Vav. You could just put the little dot up there and it would be pronounced the same. This is Devorah. It's a woman's name, Deborah. And it means bee. Think of honeybee. But honey is Devash, so it'd be Devorah, Devash. But if you just said Devorah, they'd know that you're talking about the little cute little thing that flies around and gives us honey. And Devarim, we should know that one because that's the word for Deuteronomy. It means things, matters, or words. So you can say all the things that somebody has spoken. What's his name? David, you went to Israel with him. Anyway, oh, that preacher. Anyway, he has, when I think of it, I'll yell the name out. He has that series of little short videos about the 10 matters that still matter to God. The 10 Devarim that still matter to God. Okay, so Devar is he spoke, she spoke. These are things or matters, not necessarily words, amazingly, but maybe. And Devorah is just a woman's name. We're not even going to use it. Just wanted to show the connection. But maybe next time I'll come back and use it. Okay, this is another preposition. El. You're going to think it means God, but that would just be with the two dots, and it would be pronounced El. But with the three, it means to, like I'm going to the store. And kol, oh, needs a dagesh. It has the commas under here, so you're thinking it should be pronounced kal, but it's always going to be pronounced kol. I can give you the rules about it, or you can just remember this is an aberration from what you'll see most of the time, and it just means all. So to and all, and then we have two names. Moshe, one you're going to hear a lot or have already, and Aharon. This is a nun sofit. It's not a regular nun. It's the one that goes at the end of a word. And here's a little, think of the name. Anyway, I could do this, and I'm not sure. You might even find it in the Tanakh sometimes written like that. I can't remember. With the Holam Vav. Or just called a Holam. So, but way I usually see it is Aharon, and just has the Holam up there after the Resh. So anyway, those are all the new words for this week. And we're going to make some sentences using only words that you either had last week or this week. Going the wrong direction. Start there. Then there. I'm going to go ahead and write two at a time, I think. Okay, so that's the first sentence. And then the next one would be, and I'm putting the verb in front with these. Don't know if that's going to show up or not. I just got some messages. If you heard a beep on the video, that's what happened. And we're, oh. Couldn't remember where I was. Okay, first sentence, halach. Do you remember that one? I don't think that was on the review thing I just did, but this means he walked. That's a kaf sofit, only comes at the end of a word. He walked, but who walked? The man. The man walked el, to habait, to the house, or toward the house. There's kind of another way to say toward, but it means about the same thing in English. So the man walked to the house. Next one. Who's doing something? Moshe. The subject's going to be the second word in most of the time. Moshe ra'ah. Moses saw. And what did he see? Et. So that's going to tell us that there's going to be a direct object following it. That's a specific thing. It's either a person's name or it's going to have ha in front of it. And here's the ha. Even though there's kol in front of it, this is taken as an entire phrase. And that little hyphen that's up higher than we normally put a hyphen is used very much the same way as ours is. It's two words that really need to be thought of as a unit, but they're not one word. It's not a compound word. So Moses saw something. He saw all the things. He saw all the things. Kol hadavarim. Oh, you know what? I think I'll betcha that should be different. Because intuitively it seems like it should be had barim. I'm pretty sure, and I may even have done that right on the other one. Okay, kol hadvarim. Yeah, that would be it. Okay, so Moses saw all the things. Okay, on to the next pair. I think I had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 6. So there'll be 2 more boards up here. do I have trouble writing those? And how did I, okay. I'll write the other one in just a sec. Ra Isha El Acharon. The verb comes first. Ra, that's she said. And who is she? A woman, not the woman, because there's no hey at the beginning. A woman said to Aharon. A woman said to Aaron. Okay, next one. Can't tell where one sentence is and where the other one ends. I did not write it clearly on my little sheet. No, that's what's weird. Okay. I wrote it wrong there. That's my problem. Sorry this takes a minute. Just cool your jets. We'll be there in just a second. One more word. Oh, that's a mistake. No, it isn't. That's right. Can you tell how much trouble I'm having here today? I am so sorry. So if you have a hard time remembering anything, then don't worry about it. Because obviously I do too. Remember, I looked that up earlier. Okay. Alrighty. This one says davar, but it doesn't have the hey, so this is going to be masculine. He spoke. Who spoke? The man. Davar haisha el. Davar haish el haisha. The man spoke to the woman. And you don't have to have et there because it's not a direct object. It's an indirect object. And if you don't remember your high school language classes, English, then anytime you can put to, like I went to the store or I threw the ball to her, anytime you can put a to in there, it's not a direct object. It's an indirect object. And you don't need the et with an indirect object. So, davar ha'ish el ha'isha. The man spoke to the woman. Okay, last two. I'm not going to make it that big. I'll never get it all on here. I'm going to try and fit it in. Okay, let's see what I forgot this time. Okay. Spoke. He spoke. But who spoke? Adonai. Yod He Vav He. I did not put vowel markings on that, even though you will find some in the Tanakh. There's all kinds of discussion about whether or not they're accurate and what it really means, and we all have a really firm opinion. I will just let it be what you ever want it to be. Adonai spoke to Moshe v'Aharon. It looks like my thing's getting kind of gray instead of black here. And oh my goodness. Okay, I wondered what I would mess up. There it is. At least that's the one I've found so far. V'Aharon. God spoke, or the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron. And phrases like this you'll find all through Exodus. So we're just about getting into the place where you're always going to see this, or it will be that he said to Moses, speak to the children of Israel. So you'll have Amar and Davar in the same sentence. Oh, I'll just leave that up there. Okay, last one. Moses is getting a lot of activity. Anybody remember, out of curiosity, this is a sheen. That's the only way we've done it so far, I think, with the dot over here on the right side. So it makes the SH sound. But what if we're here? Do you guys remember from studying the letters? That's a seen, and it makes an S sound. One of the two ways you can make an S sound. There's a seen and a sonic, and both of them say S. But this is a sheen. Okay. Last one here. Yashav. Yod Shin Vet. Yashav, and it means he sat or he dwelt, but usually he sat. He sat, but who's he? Moses, Moshe. Moshe Yashav Bait, in the house. Moses sat in the house. And let's see, I don't think there was anything else I was going to share with you guys. I don't see anything here. I think it's fairly straightforward. But if I think of it, I guess there'll be a part C. But I don't think there will be. I think this is it. Have a good week and Shabbat Shalom.